This can't be right, as a brand new report has just dropped regarding Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. And this is an absolutely shocking update. And we're going to get into exactly what this is. But along with this, we're going to go over exactly what Devin Booker's injury report is looking like heading into this game against the Houston Rockets after he suffered a minor groin or hamstring injury against the Los Angeles Lakers. How's it going, guys? We got another edition of Suns Digest going here. But before we get into everything, we noticed that 98.4% of you are not subscribed. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button and continue all of your amazing support, and we thank you so much for it. You guys have been absolutely amazing with all of the support. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this really shocking report regarding Chris Paul, who has reportedly been released from the Clippers. It says here that the Clippers have told Chris Paul that they're sending him home, which let me get out of the way. That is absolutely crazy that I don't know if they actually said that to him in the meeting that they're sending them home, but I mean, I was shocked to see this, guys, that the Clippers are sending home Chris Paul, a guy who really thought that he was going to have a chance to win another ring coming back to this organization that he spent so many years with. And, I don't want to say attained so much success, but he definitely took them further than they've been in their entire history. I mean, he's one of the best players in their franchise, one of the best players of all time for the Los Angeles Clippers, and just to send him home and just release him out of nowhere is just so shocking to see. I'm not sure exactly what the thought process was behind that, but Shams actually tweeted out their report saying that Chris Paul and his leadership style clash with the Clippers. Paul has been vocal in holding management, coaches, and players accountable, which the team felt became disruptive. Specifically, Tyronn Lue was not on speaking terms with Paul for several weeks. I mean, that's just a weird report to see. I mean, Chris Paul is a veteran in the NBA. He's a Hall of Famer. Of course, he's going to hold his teammates accountable. I mean, the Los Angeles Clippers are one of the worst teams in the NBA right now. They're a bottom three team in the Western Conference. And I mean, of course, he's going to hold his teammates accountable. I mean, this team is racked with stars. I mean, they got Kawhi Leonard, they have James Harden. Of course, they have, well, not a star anymore, not Chris Paul, but they have other players like Bradley Beal, who, of course, is out for the rest of the season. But he was supposed to be a huge addition to this team and someone that was going to help them win. They also have Ivica Zubac, who has been playing like an all-star caliber player the last 2 years and has been an absolute menace on the defensive side of the ball. So, I mean, of course, Chris Paul is going to hold these people accountable. He holds them to a high standard because that's the standard that they're supposed to be playing at. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is supposed to be one of the leaders of this team, and getting a guy like Chris Paul and pairing him alongside Kawhi Leonard, I mean, was just supposed to be a match made in heaven, and clearly that just hasn't worked out for this Clippers team, and it's really been unfortunate to see because I am such a huge Chris Paul fan. He's my favorite point guard ever, and he's one of my favorite NBA players of all time. And I'm going to get into exactly what my thoughts are on his situation right now and how he can, I don't know, possibly make a return to the Phoenix Suns. But before we get into that, we're going to look at this message here from the Los Angeles Clippers organization saying that we are parting ways with Chris, and he will no longer be with the team. We will work with him on the next step of his career. Chris is a legendary Clipper who had his historic career. I want to make one thing very clear. No one is blaming Chris for our underperformance. I accept responsibility for the record we have right now. There are a lot of reasons why we've struggled. We're grateful for the impact Chris has made on the franchise. And of course, that's a very nice, thoughtful message for Chris Paul, but I can imagine he's very happy that this team just let him go out of nowhere. But I want to give my thoughts on exactly what I think Chris Paul could do right now and a potential reunion with the Phoenix Suns. Now, I had a look at online about what you guys thought about Chris Paul potentially making a return to the Los Angeles Clippers when I saw this report come out. And a few of you had mixed reactions to it. Some of you said, we'd love to have him back, but he wouldn't really play on this team because, I mean, they play really fast right now. And I mean, that's true. This team is, they're excellent in transition, which I mean, Chris Paul wouldn't really have any problem with the cherry picking pass being one of the best passers in NBA history. But I mean, just offensively and defensively in the system that Jordan Ott has created for the Phoenix Suns right now, Chris Paul, I don't think would be able to fit in it right now. I think it's too fast for him. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, he's straight up just too old for this team right now, and the way that they play, he wouldn't be able. I don't know if he would be able to impact the team effectively right now and add to wins. I just don't think he could. But something that I think he would be really valuable in is to bring him in as a locker room presence and a veteran leader for the guys in this room. I think he would be excellent to bring in that aspect. I think putting him alongside Jordan Ott, I mean, he's not going to be an official coach or anything, but he can kind of play the role of what Udonis Haslam Haslam did for the Miami Heat for the final years of his career. We could say the final 5 years of his career, because that's basically what he did for the last 5 years. But I think that could be really valuable for the Suns right now, bringing Chris Paul in as somewhat of an advisor. But I mean, he will be sitting on the bench, and he'll play garbage time minutes. But I don't think playing wise in that aspect, I don't think that he should play for the Phoenix Suns. But I do think that he should come in as a locker room guy and a chemistry guy to really glue the team together, make sure that he's holding people accountable, which he was doing in Los Angeles, and apparently he got released for, which is just shocking to say. But I do think that he is really valuable in that aspect, and I do think that is what he can bring to this team, is leadership, chemistry, and holding people accountable, making sure that everybody's responsible for what they need to do. And that's just overall my thoughts on the Chris Paul situation and what I think about a Phoenix Suns reunion. But I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions about that down below. So comment N if you think that Chris Paul shouldn't come to the Los Angeles Clippers, and comment Y if you think he should. Now we're going to move on to this report here regarding Devin Booker, who unfortunately suffered an injury against the Los Angeles Lakers. You can see here, Book, who's currently top 20 for both scoring and assists, played the first 10 minutes of the Suns-Lakers matchup before subbing out, and he did not return for the rest of the game. So fans are questioning how serious his condition might be, and they're going to take a look at it here. And it says that Booker didn't go down especially hard, but Suns head coach Jordan Ott said that it's a contact-heavy finish at the basket against the Lakers, against Jackson Hayes, and he left the shooting guard with some discomfort, probably re-aggravating an old groin injury. And we mentioned in the video yesterday that Devin Booker has a lot of history with hamstring and groin injuries. But he continues on saying, Jordan Ott does, and he said that he fell, and I don't think it was the right way, but he mentioned it might have just been a couple plays after. And, obviously you could see him trying to stretch it at that point. We kind of know where these things hit. We'll take a look tomorrow and know more after that. And as of this writing, there is no detailed updates on Devin Booker and his status right now heading into this game against the Houston Rockets. Now, of course, we hope that Devin Booker does get healthy for this Rockets game, because that's going to be a big game. That's one of the people that the Suns eventually took a fall to early this November, and that was one of the games that they've really fought through all 3 quarters, but in the fourth they just ended up losing it. But a thing to mention for that Rockets game was that they were without many rotation players such as Grayson Allen, Ryan Dunn, and of course Jalen Green, who is still out as of we know right now. So big game going into Houston. I feel really good about this game. They matched up really well against them just a few weeks ago, so I really don't have a bad feeling about it. I do think that this is a very, very winnable game. We saw what the Phoenix Suns did to the Los Angeles Lakers, the 3rd best team in the NBA, so I really do feel confident heading into Houston. But I want to get into some comments here from some Lakers personnel like JJ Redick, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, who had some comments about the Phoenix Suns after their unfortunate loss. And Austin Reeves went on to say that, we played bad. It's one of those games we played bad. They played harder than us. That can't happen. I dribbled the ball literally out of bounds one time. And that's just a testament to how physical this Suns team is right now, and the brand of defense that they're playing. And you can continue on saying that LeBron James said turnovers, transition points on our home floor with a disrupted defense like that, you can't turn the ball over that much. Pretty much all pick sixes. They not only turned us over, they were able to convert. And Luka Doncic also was commenting on the turnover, saying that that was my fault. There's no way I can have 9 turnovers in a game. I feel like definitely it was a different defense out there than other teams, trying to let me go score instead of creating for others. So it was kind of confusing. And yeah, that was a great defensive scheme that they played around there during the Los Angeles Lakers game, just kind of letting Luka do his thing, but cutting off those passing lanes and making sure that he's not creating for his teammates. And one final thing to look at was that JJ Redick had some comments about the game against the Phoenix Suns, saying that if you don't play hard against the team, you're going to get exposed. They never went to any sort of blitz or shock or anything like that. Mark Williams did a great job of just being big. He has the 2nd highest standing reach in the NBA. So whether it was a post up, whether it was an off ball thing, whether it was a pick and roll, he was just in the middle of the paint the whole time. Their guards did a good job of being physical and forcing us down there. And once you're down in this tight space, you're not going to get the ball through, and that led to a lot of turnovers. So that's that on all the comments from the Lakers personnel. But let me know, guys, what you think down below about a potential Chris Paul reunion, and some comments there from the Lakers personnel. But really feeling good about this game heading into Houston, and hopefully we do have Devin Booker back for that. And as always, guys, go Suns.